So these are my go-to clothes for winter riding in the UK. I have got a dirt suit which I use if I'm going out just playing in the woods and just it's muddy and it's messy and all the rest of it. Then I have got what they call a dirt suit, like as an all-in-one onesie. But that's not really what I would wear. If I wanted to go out for a long distance, then I would probably wear, well, I will wear what I'm going to show you now. So start with, what you need to start with is something to keep your legs and everything else warm and dry, or if it does get wet, it's still warm. So I go with a pair of thermal tights, winter tights. These are Stolen Goat tights, bib tights. Bibs are the best because they just stay up. They obviously keep your back warm, your lower back warm, and they're lovely and fleecy inside. It's like getting into a nice warm fleece. It's just, they're lovely. And because it's a bit like a wetsuit, if you can imagine a wetsuit, you put that on, because it's close to your skin, it can be wet, but it's warm. So you don't know it's wet. And this is the same principle. These particular ones, oh, they've got a cuff at the bottom as well that goes under your foot so they don't ride up. I usually wear, I'll show you in a minute, I would wear something like a Dexel waterproof sock, which then seals you up waterproof wise. Although most of the time I'll wear a different sock, which I'll show you in a minute. This particular one, these Stolen Goat bib tights, have got a reflective panel on the bum, so when you bend over, a car, if it came along, would see you from behind. It's also got reflective panels on the legs, which is really important. You just need to be seen day and night, really. So that's good. That's my first go-to. Oh, and they're also padded, so the bum is padded. It's got a padded insert. So that's your legs and your bum, your shorts. And then on the top, I always wear merino wool now, for even when I'm not on the bike. Just now I've got merino on now. I don't have any cotton base layers or t-shirts. I've binned all my t-shirts. Everything is now merino, and even in the summer you can wear merino and it keeps you cool. It doesn't smell. If it does get wet, it dries really quickly, but it's really good stuff. So this is a Endura bar base layer, long sleeve, and this is what I wear all day. If I go out riding just for a day ride, I'll wear this. If I go out bike packing, I'll wear it, and I'll sleep in this. It'll get, like I say, you get hot and sweaty, but it dries so fast, there's no need to take it off. You don't even know it's damp, it just dries on you. So the go-to, a long sleeve merino base layer. I mean, that's all if I go out riding, I'll probably wear that and just a top, that's it. Next thing is a top. So I have a Stolen Goat top. This is semi-waterproof. It's not waterproof, but it's showerproof. But it's 4-way stretch. It's lovely and warm. Is it 4-way stretch? It's definitely 2-way. Oh, it is 4-way. Yeah, 4-way stretch. It's a thermally type top. It's quite fleecy on the inside. But I wear this in the summer. I'm quite surprised how well it copes. I've got 2 of these. This one is what they used to call, because they changed the names of them, which really annoyed me a bit, because you get used to a name. I'll look up what it's called and I'll put it in the description of the video. But it's sort of a wintry top, might be called Climb and Conquer or something anyway. But that's a really good top. It's got 3 pockets on the back. Don't be shy and think, oh, it's just a roadie top. They're the only ones that have pockets. It's not. They're so handy. I stuff my GoPro, even I can get my drone, my GoPro and the controller in the back pockets on the back of this. Or if I'm not taking that stuff, I've just got some of the stuff, gloves or whatever. Really, really handy to have that. And one very important thing, which is a bit of a pet hate of mine, is you can see it. It's not all black. Please don't wear black when you go on the road, please. I don't know why people do it. They've just got a death wish. But anyway, I choose to wear orange because you can see it. Then if I get to camp, the first thing I'll get out is a puffer jacket or a down jacket. I use down because it can be packed down really small. This will go down to nothing. It just goes down. It's super light, very, very warm. So the first thing I do when I get to camp or when I stop, if I'm going to stop for any period of time and I'm not home, I'll put this on just to keep me warm. What you don't want to do is get this wet. TOG 24, the Drax MJ with a hood. So Drax, look for those. They're quite good, less than £100 for a down jacket, 800 fill. Very, very good, packs down to nothing. And like I say, it's got hydrophobic down, so it will repel a certain amount of damp shower or something like that. You don't want to get it wet though, because you'll ruin it. So that's my outer to keep warm. If it's raining, I've got a Montane Gore-Tex jacket. I know Gore-Tex now has lost its patent, so there's lots of other jackets that are just as waterproof, but this is, I will say, this is the only jacket that's kept me dry. I've had so many rain jackets, and they say they're waterproof and they're not. Certain, yeah, I won't name names, but there's certain brands that brag about being waterproof and they're absolutely not. Montane, this is a Montane jacket. It's not cheap. This was not cheap. This was a lot of money, but like I say, I've bought it once and it's lasted me, and it's going on and on and on. So it's well worth spending money on a good jacket. It's got vents, so you can keep yourself. You can put this on and you can stay cool or warm or whatever you want to do. Vents under the armpits. Obviously, I've got your zip at the front. It's only a single layer, if you know what I mean. It's not a fleece line thing, so it's an outer layer just to keep you dry. It's got internal pocket, which I didn't even know about actually. It's got drawstrings around the waist. The bum hangs down a little bit. This is actually a walking jacket, but I found this brilliant. The hood I can put up, if it's pouring with rain, I put my hood under my helmet, so the helmet keeps your hood clamped to your head, although this has got draw cords to, and a little wire peak. So brilliant jacket. I use this for walking as well, so really worth having. So that, if it's pouring with rain, I've obviously got this on, then I'll put this over the top. If it's too hot, you can go in this with your base layer. It's quite flexible. So that's the basics. That's the basics of my clothing. I say, merino base layer, thermal bib tights. Forget what you look like. Something like a showerproof, stretchy, four-way stretch jacket, rain jacket, and then have yourself a down jacket. Now, one other thing that I do have, which I've got on now, is I'll wear baggy shorts. I say baggy. I've got some cool KU. I'll never remember the name. Pronounce the name. KUHL. Cool. They make really good, tough clothing, and they wear these shorts. I've had these shorts for 2-3 years, and I wear them in the day. I wear them walking and I wear them cycling. They've got lots of pockets, and I just chuck them over my bib tights. Fingers and feet. As I mentioned, if it's really going to be ripping it down, I'll wear some waterproof socks. I'm not a big fan of waterproof socks, but I normally wear merino socks. These are Solomon Merinos. Now, I wore these for 2 weeks. Never washed them. They don't smell. In fact, these haven't been washed yet. They still don't smell. 2 weeks, every day and night, walking, cycling, whatever, fine, absolutely fine. I will wash them, but you don't really need it. I also wear on my hands, that's my feet, on my hands I'll wear Stolen Goat waterproof gloves. These are like a knitted glove, but then in between the two layers of knitting they've got a layer that keep the water out. So they're good. They're reasonably good at keeping you warm. I have got a pair of very thin merino undergloves, which I'll put under these. I haven't got them here. I think they're in the wash. But I put them under these, and you're toasty. You don't really need anything else. And the good thing about this is you can still use your fingers, and it's quite nice to be able to just quickly do stuff. Being able to use your phone is a pain. These have got these little patches on, but they don't work. They work for a while, but now they don't. So you do have to take a glove off. I did mention feet, and I forgot something vitally important. In the winter, I use a winter boot. No, I don't wear sandals in the winter. These have got a silver, I don't know if you can see that, there's a silver insole to stop the heat, the cold from the ground coming up to your feet, so it insulates your feet from the ground. These are Lake 303s. These are 6 years old. I paid 200 and something pounds, £200, something like that. And they are amazing. I wear these every single winter. I treat them now and again to keep the leather supple. They've still not, the only thing that's had gone once was a boa. They've got genuine boa fastening. Now these have got a lifetime warranty. So when mine went, I just contacted Boa and they sent me another one. And it's just, yeah, and I've actually got 2 pairs of these boots. I did panic and think, oh, what happens if a pair goes and you can't get them anymore? So I got 2 pairs and I just rotate them just to keep them all, yeah. And they come with a cleat. You can run a cleat underneath so you can run SPDs. They also got little bolt holes in the front if you want them studs for when you're on ice and things like that. So they're really, really grippy as well if you want to walk in them. But they keep your feet really, really warm. I've gone down to seriously low temperatures in these with some waterproof socks, and I was down to -28 riding around, absolutely fine. So great investment. And obviously, here we go. In the summer, I wear sandals. You can't beat them. You cannot beat SPD sandals. If you bike pack, so I use these from as soon as it gets warm enough. I put these on, and that's it. I have no other socks. I don't possess any other mountain bike shoes now. So these are my go-tos in the summer. You can go through rivers, you can go in the sea, you can go in anywhere you want, and you know your feet will be fine. Keeps them nice and cool. You don't get any sweaty socks. You don't get any rashes. Nothing. You don't get anything. So your feet are just healthy. You get a suntan, although you do get some weird tan lines. But I know I go on about it all the time and people laugh at me, but never try them. Although there have been some converts, and I did make a video showing them various people raving about how good they were. So yeah, once people try them, they sort of get it, and then there you go. So that's my go-to in the summer. But I've slightly got off track because I was talking about winter clothing. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to touch on it. I was asked just what sort of clothes that I wear. So there, I'll put links to all of these things in the description, and then obviously there are other brands that do similar sorts of things. I might look at what those are as well and put some links to those. But the basics of it are there, and I hope you found that interesting. Okay, catch you later. There's always something you forget. Vital. Buffs. Always carry at least two buffs with you. One can go over your head, under your helmet, and the other one goes around your neck. Keeps you nice and warm. They're really, really good and really, really handy. Everyone should have a buff or something similar, a snood or whatever they call them. Really, really good, really handy. There was something else I just thought of. Oh, hang on. I use that sort of helmet in the winter. So it's a roadie style helmet. It's a cask, this one particular. I've got this for 2 reasons. One, it's really light, or 3 reasons. Really light, very cool in the summer, and obviously you can see it for miles. I love the fact that you can see this. It's just so bright. You need to have something bright on you. Even if you don't wear a bright top, for God's sake, wear something bright that can be seen. I've strapped a light to this just because I've been going out. It's been really handy for putting the tent up and stuff. It's just like a head torch. You just leave your helmet on and use it. I have modded this because I mentioned this before. For some reason, the trend for roadies and gravel bikes, if you want a lightweight cross-country helmet, is they don't have this. Don't ask me why. This is a mountain bike enduro-y type helmet with a peak. So why on earth, if you just ride cross-country, don't you need a peak? Why? They used to have peaks. So what I've done is I've cannibalised a cap, because all the roadies and the gravel people have to be trendy and have a cap. one of these silly things. So you all see them riding around. They spend a fortune on a helmet. It's got aero, air goes in. What do? Block the aero by putting this up just to look cool. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Plus in the summer you get hot because you got a hat on your head. So what I did is cut this out and just stuck the peak on the front. So I've now got something, because when you're riding at night or in the day, if you've got a low sun and you can't see, you just dip your head and you've got a peak to cut the sun out of your eyes. Same at night, you've got a peak to cut the headlights out of your eyes. And with a normal helmet, you got nothing. You know, when you take this off, you got nothing to fend off the bright light. So I just don't get the fashion for no peaks on helmets. I don't get it at all. I know aero, but honestly, is that really going to make that much difference aero-wise? It seems to be just this trendy phase. And then obviously these things are definitely more of a fashion statement. They serve no purpose at all that I can see, other than supplying a peak. Right, that's it really. I just wanted to add those two little things. Right, I have finished now, that's it. Okay, I'll catch you later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop any comments you want. If there's anything else you want me to do, or any suggestions you've got, or comments on what I've posted up, please drop it in the comments below. Okay, take it easy. Catch you later, people.